my day now.
Look at this beauty. Anytime a man shows up wearing this hat, he's got stories to tell. All right, everybody, welcome back to part 3 of Thanksgiving dinner for Marshall's Tomatoes. What I'm doing is basically just showing you 3 of the favorites that we typically have for Thanksgiving. So the third one, which is a big one, is rice dressing. So I've got 2 pounds of ground pork, 2 pounds of ground beef, and 2 pounds of ground chicken gizzards. To that, I'm gonna add an entire tub of Guidry's, it's called Creole seasoning. It's a mixture of chopped onions, chopped bell peppers, chopped parsley tops, and chopped celery. The only thing is they don't put quite as much celery as I would like in it, so I chopped up a bunch more celery that I'm gonna add to it. So all of this is gonna go in the pot at the same time. No heat turned on yet, nothing's happening. We're just gonna put it in this pot. We're gonna let it cook down. The vegetables will become essentially invisible. They'll just kind of dissolve into everything. And even though you've got all the fat from the pork and from the beef itself, you are going to add water to this a couple of times just so you can extend the cooking time to let it all really become a fine meat. And then we'll mix it with whatever percentage of rice the individual that's cooking it likes. So all of that, along with this tub of Creole seasoning, and I'm gonna show that to you. So it's bell peppers, onions, celery. That's essentially all that's in it. So I'm gonna put this whole thing in here. And then I'm gonna grab another handful of celery or 2. Just add to it. So a little salt and pepper. I'm gonna put a lid on it, put it on a medium-low heat, and we're just gonna let this cook. This is not a complicated dish. I know a lot of people have a difficult time understanding how this is made. If you're not from Louisiana, it's not something you're accustomed to seeing where you are. This is a pretty simple process. We just turn it on, medium-low, let this all start cooking down pretty well, and we'll come back and stir it as we need. So as you can see, the rice dressing is cooking down pretty nicely. The vegetables are starting to kind of dissolve into the meat, and they're going to become basically non-existent in here. You'll be able to hardly find them at all. But as I mentioned to you before, even with all the fat and drippings that you're going to get from all the pork and the beef that you put in here, you're still going to have to add water to this. So I'm going to put water in here just so we can increase our cook time, so that way we end up with a finer amount of meat in here. So as the meat cooks, it breaks down. Even though it started as ground meat, it still has individual particles that would hold together tightly. If you cook it long enough, this will become less tight. It'll loosen it all up, and it'll be more evenly dispersed. The pork will be more evenly dispersed with the beef and with the chicken gizzards, and all of the vegetables will be more evenly dispersed. And then when you mix it with your rice, you're not going to have big areas of pork and big areas of beef and big areas of chicken. So we just let this cook. leave it cracked a little bit. I'll probably add water to this at least one more time. So we've taken the meat that we were cooking down with the rice dressing and we've mixed it about 50-50 with cooked rice. So this is a Louisiana holiday tradition. You don't see it in other parts of the country done as such, but this is an absolute for a Louisiana holiday meal. You will have rice dressing. If you've got a turkey, you will have rice dressing.